do for you? Very important question. Take it down notes, yeah? What do you want AI to do for you? Second, what is your target for AI? Where do you want to go with AI? And thirdly, how you can get there? So AI is a lot of stuff, but ask yourself, what do you want AI to do for you? What you want to achieve with AI, and how you're going to get there. These are the countries already with an AI strategy, right? You look at number of colors, but somewhere in the Central Asia and South Asia, not so much yet. So I look forward to Nepal coming up with an AI strategy that you can embrace and actually adopt in your country, so that your next generation, the young that you have, can move forward with this technology. Generative AI, I guess this is a big discussion, right? What is generative AI? I won't read through all that. But really, if you look at the progression of generative AI, it started with 2010, and in 2022, there was a big bang. Now you've got so many Gen AI tools that's around. So ChatGPT is just one of them. There are many others as well. But having said that, the one question I ask myself is, does machines have minds? Can they do what we do? And I kind of summarize our thinking and our intelligence into three parts, right? The first is what I call deductive arguments. Based on what you know, how can you deduce? Today, AI does that very well. Gen AI does that very well. It goes into the big, huge data set that you have, pulls out on information, and it deduces some information. It comes up with some summary for you. The second is really, can you induce? Can you, based on that information, come up with new ideas, come up with new recommendations? Today, Gen AI don't really do that, right? So what can we do to achieve that? And finally, is what I call adaptive argument. And this is a very serious, high level, right? And a lot of researchers, a lot of good teachers and professors, executives have that creative mind to achieve that. And that's what we want to go to. So we don't have a fear, because the machines are still very much on the left-hand side. AI is still very much on the left-hand side. We are there if we become better humans. So the key edge that we have is we have empathy, we have emotions, we have thinking process, we have a personalized feel of things. That gut feel is something which AI today do not have. And sometimes we kind of get stuck with what is AI doing, because it goes through a loop, it goes through a particular process that comes out an outcome that we may or may not be expect. So what does that mean? That means that no matter what we do, we must always put humans in the middle of decision making. Whatever AI can do, it has to support the human. I'm going to give you a little quiz there. That's your data set. 1999, 1888, 1777. And what do you think 1111 will be? What do you think the computer will say? What do you think the AI will say based on that data set? Any guess? So this is what you have, right? 1T9, because they follow the pattern, right? It follows the pattern. It's only humans like us who is able to come up with a very differentiated view and understand how it works, right? And this is where I like to talk about AI, artificial intelligence, and human intelligence combined together brings you what I call authenticated intelligence. Intelligence that's not just blind intelligence, but authenticated by human capability and knowledge. Then it brings us to the whole discussion around ethics, right? The ethical discussion of AI is a big one, and nobody today has an answer to that. So this is a little diagram that shows all the different aspects of ethical AI that you need to really be considered. And I will draw it in a different way. The four key pillars, right? One is around transparency. Two is around environmental well-being. Very important, right? You don't want to waste so much time using all AI to do everything, but it doesn't care of our environment. Thirdly, how do you account for it? What's the audit process to make sure decision making is done correctly? And finally, how do you make sure it's fair? It's not biased. So those are the four key pillars, and you can look at the four key pillars from different angles. So if we were to look at governance of AI, these four key pillars is important. Think about it, right? If you want to put together some policies on the use of AI, in adopting AI, four key things you must ask yourself. from fairness to environmental friendly, audibility, and transparency. There are many papers that's written, there are many theories that's available. There are two very strong concepts: robot ethics, how to make sure the robot that's being used adopt a certain degree, certain set of principles in the ethics of using those machines. And secondly, machine ethics. In the design of the machine, have you put those into consideration? So those are important. And that brings me to something I'd like to share with you. Just last month, Malaysia, Malaysia, my neighbor up north, issued the latest national guideline on AI governance and ethics. And guess what? 139 pages. 139 pages of content around AI governance and ethics. And what do they look into? They look at guidelines for stakeholders. Who owns AI? Guidelines for end users, the users of AI, what should they do with it? Guidelines for policymakers, the government, the HR department. Guidelines for developers and relevant professionals, people who build AI. And finally, benchmarking it with international standards, right? You cannot have a standard with it for one country. Across the globe, you must agree on a common standard. So that was published just last month in September, right? It's available on the net. So if any one of you are in policy making, would like to take a look at the governance of AI, this is a document that's worth looking at. And it's incorporated some of the great ideas from the West and Asia, in particular this document. So bottom line is AI is here to stay, right? AI is here to stay. It is important that we should not be waiting for it to happen. We must make it happen. We must adopt it into our culture, into our environment, and more importantly, be the masters of technology. This was really a nice little report by McKinsey. I read it and said, hey, I must share this. And this is very fresh, October, right? And it gave a few guidelines for us to consider. Many times, organizations say, I have governance, I have ethical use of AI. But what they're doing is they have got a list of checkbox. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I've got governance. No, no, no. That's not the way it works, right? Secondly, what they do is, what is important is we must continue to move fast with technology. Technology is moving so fast, sometimes beyond our imagination. We have to catch up, but make sure along the way, do not break anything they have in your organization. And the third advice that they are suggesting is that we must continue to use AI. So this is a report that's recently out this month by McKinsey. I encourage you to take a look at it and see if it fits into the environment. I think AI can be adopted for a few things. And one of my best formula I share with my audience is this 0 to 1 concept. Assuming 1 is your ideal performance, you want AI to bring you to that 1 level, maybe a 0.5, 0.6. It augments you, it helps you to get to your ideal position. And then, if you're at 1, is that the end of it? No, this is where the 1+ come in, right? If you're good, how can you get better? And the better doesn't mean 1.2, 1.3, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So 0 to 1, 1+. And that is what AI can do for you. Now, in terms of actual happening, let's look at AI adaptation in 3 areas. In the past, we have a lot of decision support systems. And I guess when most of you are in school, you study decision support system, right? Data that helps you make decision. Then we came to a point whereby we start to look at decision augmentation. How does a system make a recommendation and you decide what to do with it? We are getting to the state whereby we're looking at decision automation, meaning that AI is able to help you make decisions, knowing that it's correct, it's audited, and well-governed. And that brings me to a lot of new ideas that's coming out in the coming future. One of it is called embodied AI. How do you bring AI into a system? You can plug into a system, right? And it works there. The second idea is the arrival of what I call AI agents. Agents that is like a partner. Agents is like a co-worker who knows what to do, limited to a certain scope, that supports you in the whole process of doing things. Now, that is a set of examples, right? Simple reflex agents, organization-based, utilities, learning. I think this is a big thing. AI can help learners achieve personalized learning path, right? And so on and so forth. And that's not comprehensive. There are many more that you can consider. So what does all that mean to us, right? So AI in the new age will become your team member. I like to refer to Iron Man here, but so most of us have seen the movie Iron Man. Iron Man has got a little companion or an AI agent that's called Jarvis. Just another very intelligent, really very intelligent system, right? It knows what Iron Man wants. It gives a recommendation, but Iron Man makes a final decision. It's like a partner working together with you, and AI can move into that direction and be your personal partner in decision making and in a process of making your work more efficient. Now, what's the difference between Gen AI and agentic AI? That's the next question I asked me. I said, Oliver, all right. So direction is moving into AI agents. So what's the difference? Well, the difference, as you can read by yourself, what I want to highlight really is a summary. Gen AI is distinguished by its ability to generate original content based on learned patterns, based on a data set that you have. It generates some content for you, right? It does that and no more. But agentic AI is the next level because it's able to help make decisions and take actions if necessary for you to achieve more. So imagine now you've got this partner, invisible friend next to you who knows how you work, who knows your decision-making factors and can support you, just like Iron Man and Jarvis. I always think that as an example, and that's what we are seeing that's going to happen very soon. I see the rise of what I call the connected worker, right? Not human to human, but human to human, human to machine, and machine to machine. And this connectivity is going to be very strong and very clear. I'll come to my last few slides. I read a lot about quantum computing, right? And I like Max Planck a lot. And this is what he said. I like to all of you to remember this. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Think through that. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. What does that mean? It means let's not be blinded by our past, right? The future is moving forward. AI is here to stay. We got to think how we want to design our future. Don't be just basing on, yeah, it works yesterday, it's going to work tomorrow. No, technology is going to help you make that change. And one comment, sometimes we are so preoccupied in deciding what we could do, we forgot what we should do. Two keywords, what you can do and what we should do. So this is the difference between technology and governance and ethics. So I end up with this slide. Take me to a leader, very common. You see many movies that take me to a leader, right? Outer space movie, take me to a leader. And AI is here. They can ask us, take me to a leader. Or they can tell you, I am your leader. And when that happens, it's no good for us, right? No good for us. So I believe we can leverage technology to maximize impact. But I want to say this, and I'll emphasize on this. Let's not struggle how we can be better than AI. We don't want to be better than AI. We want to be better with AI. And AI will be our assistant. AI will be our tool to help us move further. So with that, thank you very much for your time. I'll be happy to talk to anyone who has more questions. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, our honorable dignitary, Mr. Oliver Tian, Vice President, Global Robotics Cluster. I'm pretty sure we had an amazing insight on what he had to say about responsible AI and good governance, integrating AI in public services, and the extent of efficiency that we can achieve in public services. Once again, thank you so much, sir. Now, without further ado, I'd like to request Vio AI for their 5 minutes product demonstration. I'd like to request the team members to come up to the stage and do their demonstration. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a big round of applause.
हेलो सबैले नमस्ते है म चाहिँ राजेन्द्र विक नेपालीमै बोल्छु सबैजना नेपाली नै हुनुहुन्छ प्रायः जसो है ठिक छ म चाहिँ DO.AI बाट चाहिँ रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्दैछु र हजुरहरूलाई चाहिँ जस्तो अहिले गुड गभर्नेन्सको कुराहरू आइरहेको छ नि त्यो गुड गभर्नेन्समा चाहिँ एआईले चाहिँ कस्तो महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका खेल्छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ अलिकति बताउँ भनेर चाहिँ एउटा सर्ट डेमो चाहिँ गर्न गइरहेको छु हुन्छ यसलाई प्ले गरिदिनुहोस् न है त जस्तो अब नेपाल सरकारले अलरेडी गुड गभर्नेन्सको लागि चाहिँ धेरै प्रकारको प्रक्रियाहरू पनि अगाडि बढाइरहनु भएको छ होइन धेरै प्रकारको कामहरू गरिरहनु भएको छ त्यसमा चाहिँ एआईले चाहिँ कस्तो भूमिका खेल्छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ म भन्न गइरहेको छु जस्तो हामीले चाहिँ यसमा चाहिँ जस्तो एआईले चाहिँ जस्तो यहाँ देखिरहनु भएको छ अहिले चाहिँ एआई च्याट बोर्डको कुरा आइरहेको छ यसमा चाहिँ हामीले छोटो उदाहरण चाहिँ स्थानीय पालिका छ नि जुन पालिकामा चाहिँ जस्तो हामीलाई पनि जन्म दर्ता बनाउनलाई के गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने कुरा हामी कसैलाई प्रायः जस्तो थाहा छैन जन्म दर्ता अलरेडी हामीसँग छ नागरिकता पनि बनाइसकेको छौँ त्यो कुराहरू चाहिँ अब कसलाई सोच्ने कसरी थाहा पाउने भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ जस्तो एआई च्याटबोटको युज गर्न पनि सक्छौँ भनेर चाहिँ एउटा इक्जाम्पल लिएको छौँ जस्तो यसमा चाहिँ हामीले जन्म दर्ता भनेर यसमा राखियो भने जस्तो अघि देखाएको कुरामा जन्म दर्ता भनेर यसमा राखियो भने अब जन्म दर्ता बनाउनको लागि के प्रक्रिया हो र त्यसमा चाहिँ फर्मको लिङ्क पनि आउँछ र यसमा फर्म पनि यसरी सिधै भर्न सकिन्छ एआईकै थ्रुबाट फर्म पनि भर्न सकियो र यति मात्र नभइकन यसमा चाहिँ के लाग्छ भन्ने कुरा र कति समय लाग्छ भन्ने कुरा पनि एआईबाट पनि यहाँबाट च्याटबोटबाट हेर्न सकिन्छ र अर्को अहिलेको च्यालेन्जेस चाहिँ के छ भन्दाखेरि धेरैभन्दा धेरै चाहिँ जस्तो वेबसाइटहरू मोबाइल एप्लिकेसनहरू चाहिँ धेरैभन्दा धेरै छ र मोबाइल एप्लिकेसन चाहिँ एउटै मोबाइलमा धेरै राख्दाखेरि धेरै राखिँदैन अनइन्स्टल पनि गरिन्छ होइन राखिँदैन तर हामी चाहिँ धेरै जस्तो सोसल मिडियाहरूमा पनि धेरै चलाउँछौँ नि जस कारणले गर्दाखेरि एआई पालिका भनेर पनि सोसल मिडियामा फेसबुकमा पनि राखिएको छ जस्तो त्यसमा गएर चाहिँ सिधै सोध्नुभयो भने के प्रक्रिया छ त्यसमा के गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ सजिलैसँग थाहा पाउन सकिन्छ र वेबसाइटको थ्रुबाट पनि यसमा चाहिँ जान सकिन्छ र चाहिँ हाम्रो चाहिँ अहिले विभिन्न पालिकाहरूसँग 753वटै पालिकासम्म पुग्ने चाहिँ हाम्रो लक्ष्य रहेको छ र त्यसमा चाहिँ हामीले काम पनि गरिरहेको छ र धेरैभन्दा धेरै पालिकाहरू हामीसँग सम्बन्धित पनि भइरहनु भएको छ नेक्स्ट भिडियो एकचोटि गरिदिनुहोस् न र त्यस्तै गरी यसमा अर्को बिजनेस रजिस्ट्रेसनको कुरा पनि अघि मैले जन्म दर्ताकै कुरा अनुसार जस्तै गरेर बिजनेस रजिस्ट्रेसन पनि सजिलैसँग गर्न सकियो र बिजनेस रजिस्ट्रेसनलाई के कति समय लाग्छ के कति खर्च लाग्छ र योसँग सम्बन्धित के कागजपत्रहरू लाग्ने हो भन्ने कुरा पनि यसमा चाहिँ एआई च्याटबोटले नै सिधै यसरी बताउने गर्दछ जुन चाहिँ हामीलाई नर्मली थाहा नहुन पनि सक्ने गर्दछ र यस्तै गरी अर्को मैले फेसको कुरा पनि गरेँ लास्टमा जस्तो कृषिको कुरा गर्न चाहन्छु जस्तो कृषकहरू र हामी आफै पनि एउटा किसानकै छोराछोरी हौँ होइन प्रायः सबैजना कृषिमा चाहिँ धेरै प्रकारको जिज्ञासाहरू हुन सक्छन् र जस्तो मलको कुराहरूदेखि लिएर बिउ बिजनको कुराहरूदेखि लिएर ती कुराहरू चाहिँ कसलाई सोध्ने एक्सपर्टहरू हुन सक्छन् कसलाई सोध्ने कसरी थाहा पाउने भन्न सकिन्छ त्यो चाहिँ एआई च्याटबोट हामीले पनि डेभलप गर्छौँ एआई च्याटबोटमा ती कुराहरू पनि राख्न सकिन्छ यसको चाहिँ एउटा भिडियो छ हुन्छ त्यो एउटा लास्टको एउटा कृषिको एउटा भिडियो प्ले गरिदिनुहोस् न लास्टको एउटा कृषिको गरिदिनुहोस् न है त त्यसमा चाहिँ एक्सपर्टहरूले दिने उत्तरहरूदेखि लिएर के गर्न सकिन्छ जस्तो यसमा हामीले जस्तो एआई च्याटबोट या कृषि च्याटबोट भनिन्छ यसमा चाहिँ नेपालको जतिसुकै कुराहरू हुन्छ नि ती कुराहरूलाई चाहिँ यसमा सोध्न सकिन्छ यसमा इङ्ग्लिस नेपाली रोमन दुइटैमा राखेर सोध्न सकिन्छ किनभने हामी त साधारण किसानकै छोराछोरी हौँ होइन अहिले पो एडभान्स हुँदै गइरहेछ साधारण किसानहरूले यसरी राखेर सोके पश्चात बताउने गर्छ जस्तो तराईमा उब्जाउने आलुको बारेमा प्रजातिहरूको बारेमा बताइदिनुहोस् भनेपछि एआईले चाहिँ सरल लाएर यसमा बताउने गर्दछ र यसमा चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्ने कुरा पनि यसले बताउने गर्दछ यसमा हजुरले सजिलोसँग देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ यसमा रोगको कुराहरूदेखि लिएर बिउ बिजन र यसमा लाग्ने उपचारका कुराहरू पनि यसमा थाहा पाउन सकिन्छ र यति मात्र नभइकन अहिले चाहिँ हामीले स्टेट लेभलदेखि लिएर होइन यो प्रदेश लेभलको र स्थानीय तहको कृषि शाखाहरू कृषि मन्त्रालयहरूसँग पनि कोअर्डिनेसन गरेर चाहिँ यसमा कामहरू चाहिँ हामीले गरि नै रहेका छौँ एआई च्याटबोटलाई चाहिँ हामी सबै ठाउँमा चाहिँ पुर्याउने हामीले चाहिँ जमर्को गरि नै रहेका छौँ र योसँग सम्बन्धित कुनै पनि प्रश्नहरू तपाईँसँग कुनै क्वेसनहरू छ भने चाहिँ मलाई अब सेसन पश्चात राख्न सक्नुहुन्छ यसमा कुनै छ भने राख्नु होला म यति नै भन्छु छोटो मिठो है त हस् थ्याङ्क यू सो मच है तपाईँहरूलाई